Click. Perfect. All right, welcome everybody to the Virtual Care Partners Saturday update call. And I hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. I know we had a really good week here at Virtual Care Partners. Let's start there. Let's start there because some of us have been confused. Okay, so let me be very clear here. Okay, Carry Health. Remember, Epic changed to Carry. Parent company. Okay, Carry is responsible for what? Bringing the product to the marketplace. They have unbelievable leadership. We'll talk about that in a second. Right? They pay the commissions. They are the parent company. We are Virtual Care Partners. That's our division. Okay, that's our division. And we all are, okay, I should say you all are Virtual Care Consultants. Let's do a test. Okay, Carry Health, parent company. Our division, Virtual Care Partners, and the people that work within Virtual Care Partners are Virtual Care Consultants. Yay. Okay, I got that right. All right, so that we'll start off that way. And what we're going to talk about today, guys, we're going to do a training. We're going to give you some updates. And the one thing I want to make sure, we'll start off the call like this, is, credibility is everything in our business, and leadership is everything in our business. And I don't think we could have better leadership and something to market. And I hope everybody got a chance to see this. This is something you all need to take advantage of. Okay, I don't know if you saw it on the Virtual Care Partners Carry website. The Facebook page. But this is all over the internet now. You guys, you want to spread this around. People say, hey, what's new? Let me send you what's new, right? And you need to edify. We're going to talk about three-way calls. We're going to talk about edification. There's no better edification right now than this. Our CEO, Mr. Matt Wander, on the Silicone Review magazine, okay, with a digital on-demand platform, Carry Health is reinventing the concierge care experience for all patients across the country. I mean, you talk about a marketing tool that can take your business right to the next level as far as credibility. What's one of the things that most people want to make sure? The company is real. There's credibility behind the leadership. And now we have this type of marketing that we can take out there to our contact base. So I want to thank Matt Wanderer for getting this done. This is huge. And guys, much more press releases and things that we cannot uncover right now that's coming in the next 30, 60, 90 days. So you could use this as credibility to start building, your base. So that was awesome. I think everybody got to see that. If you haven't read it, you got to read that article. Okay, you got to read it so you're well versed on what's happening in your business. Okay, now, the good news is a lot of you have made a decision. I shouldn't say a lot of you. All of you on this call are Virtual Care Consultants. You made a decision because you saw something within your life that you want to help make a change, right? You want to change something. Usually it's something financial. And a lot of people love the fact, okay, please listen to this. A lot of people love the fact that they're getting involved in a startup, okay? For whatever reason, right, the mentality out there is if I get involved in the beginning, I have a better opportunity. Now, is there truth to that? Yes, there's truth to that. But let me share with you something. The good news is that we're a startup. The bad news is we're a startup. And I want you guys to understand that because the group that perseveres through the challenges that a startup, will have, will be the ones that will capture right, all the rewards at the end. Because I could promise you, one thing that will be consistent in a startup is change. One thing that will be consistent in a startup is change. So don't get caught up in all that. Okay? What happened here? What happened there? Everything that we are doing is for you. And there's going to be ups and downs. I don't like to candy coat anything. A lot of you know me, most of you do, and I don't candy coat it because I want you to understand the journey you're going to go through. It's going to be a fun journey if you take the journey, right? But so many people, if they see a little hiccup or something happens in a negative fashion, right? They don't persevere through it. It's the challenges that will define you, right? And this is what I want you guys to do. Stay calm, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of things coming our way. A lot of great things from the last 2 corporate meetings we had. I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek. The last 2 corporate meetings we had in the last 2 days, I'm telling you, is going to excite the base, okay, with some of the changes that are coming very, very soon. Okay, now you're going, what is it, Jeff? What is it, Jeff? Okay, keep building your business, and I promise you, the tools that you are going to have is going to take your business to the next level. That's what it means to be involved in the beginning. That's exactly what it means. But you're going to need some thick skin, guys, because not everything is going to go your way. Okay, and I don't want to make that sound negative. It's just business. And some of us got to put our big boy pants on and understand this is the journey that I've chosen. And I'm prepared for it. I know exactly, okay, what's going to happen. I know what this is going to look like 12 months from now. I know what this is going to look like 18 months from now. So having said that, okay, with everything rapidly changing, I want to make sure you guys know the different buckets. Okay, the first bucket is we have the members. We have the people that are going to utilize the service, correct? And you all know now that you can go out there on a daily basis and offer the single membership for $29, family for $49. And people could sign up and start using the service right away. Okay, so you know that when you sign up members personally, you make 20% of the $29 and $49. So there's nothing stopping everybody on this call to start building your residual income on a daily basis. Just think about it this way, $5 and $10 bills. $5 and $10 bills every time someone buys a membership. Okay, because that's what it is. 20% of I'm sorry, not $5. Is it $5? Wait, $30? Yeah, $6 and $10 every time someone gets a membership. So you could be adding. So don't just go out there and elephant hunt. Of course you're looking for other virtual care partners. But the fallout is if someone says no to your business, if someone says no to getting involved and wanting to build this with you, could they still not benefit from the membership? Of course they can. Of course they can. So is that bad? No, because now you have somebody, you know what I call a member? That member gets great service and they're happy with the service that Carrie's giving them. They're going to tell their friends. And there's one thing I want to make sure you always do if someone says no to getting involved in your business. If they become a member, or even if they don't become a member, please let them know that if they know somebody that may be open to looking at a business opportunity, to please keep you in mind. I cannot tell you in 25 years how many people have said no to Lisa and I, but they led me to somebody that said yes. Had a call last night. Lisa and I were at dinner, okay? And the person called, he said no to this. But on the call last night, he goes, I have 3 people for you, Jeff. We're at dinner. And this is a guy that I said, if he does it, he's going to be really good. Well, guess what? He didn't do it. But he led me to 3 really good people last night. I never, ever, ever. A no is never a no for me. A no is an opportunity. That's all it is. It's an opportunity to learn, and it's an opportunity to have that person still experience something that was very positive, and they'll open their contact base. You just got to ask them. I know you said no, John, but how many people do you know that maybe would like our service? Or how many people do you know would like to be part of the next big thing? Okay, I'll keep you in mind. You never know. Okay, so you got your members. Then you got your physicians. Now we're going to give you guys some tools for physicians. This is part of the things that we were talking about. Okay, being able to go into a physician with the right collateral material. Okay, I know a lot of you are waiting for that. It's coming. Don't worry about it. But you got to get your doctors lined up, because there's going to be something coming very quickly where we're going to be able to secure the physician. Okay, and right now you all know you could secure the physician just by signing a form. So get your physicians lined up. And then you have all the others, right? Your nonprofits, your small businesses, organizations. Anybody with a group of people or that controls a group of people, could they not offer this membership? Of course they can. So just organize yourself. Organize yourself on what you really have to offer. That's the first step. Now, the training I want to do today, to make sure I covered everything here. Yes, okay. Let's do. Now, one of the ways that I know that you're going to be able to build your business, and it's going to be a very valuable tool when you start to really understand the value of it, is through 3-way calls. Okay? 3-way calls. Okay. This is great when a virtual care partner who's supposed to be on the call texts you with a question that I'm answering right now on the call. Okay? I love that. Okay. That's just me venting. Okay, now watch. Third-party system. I want you to take notes out, because some of you who are experienced, you understand three-way calls. Some of you don't. And I'm going to go through this training, okay, and then Lisa's going to come up and give you all the updates on all the things, okay, that you all need to know about. But I want to make sure that you're getting training on these Saturday calls. And just so you know, please note that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 a.m. Pacific time, we have something called Success Zone. Same bat channel right here, 7 a.m., and we do different types of trainings, personal development trainings that will help you in your business. I promise you they will help you, okay? So the third-party system, okay, let me explain this to you. When a new person gets involved in the business, that would be you, right? The one thing a new person brings to the table, let me be very clear here. What you brought to Carey Health is not your money. Because the most anybody on this call gave Carey Health is $749. That's the most. You know what the value of the new person is? The value of the new person is they're going to open up their contact base and lead us to more prospects. And I want you to know what a prospect is. A prospect is a potential member of the service, correct? Or it's somebody that is going to help you build your team. They're going to join you on this endeavor. That's what a prospect is. So the value of the new person is to make their list and lead us to many prospects. Now, here's what you're going to know very quickly. My job is to figure out the reach of this person. Do you know there's some people that we introduced, okay, into this industry that opened up their contact base of thousands of people because they had credibility and they had a contact base? Other people didn't open up their contact base and they maybe led us to 2 people. doesn't make a difference. Our job is to figure out what we got here. Because as you build your team, you want to spend your time with the right people, not the wrong person. So my job is to give this person the right information and get that person off to the right start. Okay, by making sure they get the welcome letter, right? To make sure that they go through the fast start training and they make their list, and we get this person moving quickly. Now watch. When this person starts to move quickly, they're going to lead you to their contact base. And so what is going to help this person get the best results possible is to work very closely with their sponsor, but the sponsor is working very closely with the expert. This is the upline. This is the person that brought this person in. And I'm going to share with you why, when all these three work together, it helps the brand new person start getting results. You see where it says working together as a team to duplicate success? That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this industry, is having people you can leverage, because everybody's vested in everybody's success. See, in my opinion, there's no better way out there. None. Because in order for me to succeed, I have to succeed. Okay? Now I'm just going to give you guys the general rule here. If this is you and you want to make $10,000 a month here, you got to help 10 people make $1,000 a month. That's the business. So what are you looking for? I'm looking for people that want to earn money. And if you want to make $50,000 a month, help 5 people make 10,000 or whatever denomination it comes in. That's the only way you could achieve your goals. Tell me that's not beautiful. When you could sit down and go, let me tell you all the people in my organization that have changed their lives from a financial standpoint by taking advantage of a brand new platform called Carey that's helping change healthcare. So you got to understand the message you're sending. Okay? Now, what makes this work? Number one is edification. Remember how I just edified Matt Wanderer? Because he's on the cover of Silicone magazine. Okay? See, I want to make sure I'm really good at edifying, which is simply sharing something good to your prospect about the person you are working with. Guys, listen, if you are setting up 3-way calls and you're pulling me into a 3-way call, or someone in your upline, whoever it is, make sure you know their bio. Make sure, because if you're going to bring somebody into that call, that person is thinking the same thing. Who am I getting involved with? How do I know this is real? This is what's going through people's minds. You got to know that. But if I'm edifying the person that I just brought onto the call, I'm making that person, listen, sound like God. This guy's the end all. Let me tell you about this person. And you go through, right, all the benefits that that person brings to the table. That's edification. Ensures that everything your expert says to them at initial introduction will be taken at a higher level of value and importance. In other words, we're with the right team. More than likely, prospect does not know the expert. Listen, the prospect in most cases does not know the expert. He maybe Googled them, okay, and found out a little bit about them, but they don't know each other. So this gives instant credibility to your prospect. And it takes the responsibility off you as they do the explaining. Please listen to this point. The new person tends to talk too much, okay, because they're excited. If you bring in the expert, this is how the new distributor learns how to talk to the prospect. because they're listening to how the expert is leading this person to either making a decision or into more information. Okay? Because here's the first party mistake most of you will make. I call it speechless babbling. The new person is trying to do all the explaining, right? Let me tell you about the platform. Let me tell you about the compensation plan. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about that. And they talk and talk and talk. Okay, and your prospect is reacting. You know how most prospects react? By asking you questions you can't answer. And then you get caught in this trap thinking you have to answer every one of these person's questions for them to get involved. And you got to listen to me, okay? You don't. I had a call yesterday, three-way call. And the person said, I need to understand how the platform works before I get involved. And you know what I said? I understand the way you feel. Let me ask you some questions. And I started asking him questions, and guess what? At the end of the call, understanding the platform never came up again, and the guy signed up. It wasn't about the platform. But see, the new person thinks everything out of the prospect's mouth they have to address. Well, when you insert the expert, they know that that's not really the case. You guys got to start utilizing three-way calls. It's a great learning, a way to learn how to talk to people. Because like I just said, the first party mistake is this person attempts to explain everything to the prospect. First of all, this does not duplicate. Because you don't have experience or credibility. You don't want to have someone not get involved due to your inexperience or lack of credibility. To have lasting success, it's crucial that you use and teach the third-party system. See, a new person could go, here's the point of this. I can do that. I'll lead you to my people, and I could leverage three-way calls. See, it's duplicatable. Everybody can do it. But let me tell you why this works, okay? When a brand new person gets involved on your team, you want to figure out what you got, right? So you're going to tell this person what to do, and they're going to start leading you to prospects. There's trust here because this person usually knows these people. Because what do we tell people? Go to your warm market first. Go to the people that you know. Okay? There's trust, but let me tell you what they don't have. They don't have the credibility and respect of this person when it comes to this business. Because this new person knows, wait a minute, aren't you a truck driver? Now you're telling me you're an expert in telehealth? See, it doesn't match up. But if I bring an expert in about the business, this person will open up enough to listen to this person. So all this person really did is bring the new person to the table. If you've ever heard my opportunity presentations, what do I tell you that you are in the beginning? You're a professional introducer to the information. In a three-way call, this is the person given the information. So what you want to make sure when you set up a three-way call, this person knows, you want to make sure this person knows you're excited and why you're doing it. Right? And you're going to make sure this person sees the video, at least a 2-minute video that you all have access to. If they could get on a webinar first, great, but make sure they at least see the video. And working together as a team, also guidance and support from the sponsor and expert will help you start building your business. So that's how the three-way system works. Now, understand something. Most of these are done over the phone. But I've done these okay, at lunch. I've done them at mixers, business centers, of course, three-way conference calls, Zoom meetings, Skype, video calls, right? I've been doing a lot of three-way calls through Zoom, right? And here's what I want to make sure you understand, okay? Based on the location, obviously, if it's a phone call, that's neutral turf. Now, I'm just going to tell you from my experience. I never, ever go on their turf. Now, let me just tell you the mentality and why. I've learned now, especially now when we're dealing with physicians, okay? When we're dealing with physicians, and I've learned the hard way, because you guys remember my background. We made a fortune helping physicians implement a nutritional supplement program into their practice. Okay, that's where we got our wings. So we dealt with physicians. And here's how I learned never to go on their turf. The doctor, now here's me, right, very excited that the doctor's gonna see me. He goes, well, come in, I have 15 minutes for you. You need to come into my practice. I would sit there just like a patient for 2 hours because the doctor was busy, even though I had an appointment. And then when I got there, got his attention, he never really gave me his attention because he had 7 offices going, and he said, okay, what do you got? In other words, he was treating me like a salesman. Okay, tell me what you got, Jeff. So I'm put in a position as a salesman like I'm chasing him. No, I've learned I'll never go on their turf. No. I will go on neutral turf. What's neutral turf? Let's meet for coffee. Let's do a 3-way call when you have 30 minutes. I did 3 of those yesterday with doctors. And guess what? They made the appointment and they gave me their full attention. But that was neutral turf. I'm telling you from my experience, I would never go on someone else's turf. And I'm telling you, you're going to be challenged on this one. Come on, I got 20 minutes for you, and I'm telling you it doesn't work. You got to go in a more, right, neutral setting. I prefer my turf. Right? I prefer me lead that person to what I want them to go on. Doc, let's do a Zoom meeting. Let's meet for coffee, right? Whatever it is, I'd rather have it on my turf. I brought physicians. We used to open up our home. That's my turf. And I'd bring 4 to 5 physicians over to my home. We'd have a little wine social, right? And we just talk business. See, that's my turf. So you guys, once again, it's about being prepared. Just because someone will see you, you just don't jump. Okay, you have what they want. That's my mentality. I know what's facing doctors today. Listen to me. Doctors are struggling. Doctors need another source of income. You got what they want. And that's not being arrogant. It's a fact. A lot of doctors have to work till they're 70 still seeing patients. So we have something that we know without a doubt benefits them. So just make sure it's neutral turf or your turf. Okay? So make the appointment. Social setting, business settings. Now, what happens at the appointment? What happens? What happens in this system? Okay? The expert does the explaining. Whether it's having coffee, whether it's over a 3-way call, whether it's Zoom meeting. You listen, shh, kayate. Don't talk. Don't talk. Listen, I'm going to say it again. I'm not being mean. Don't talk. Never interject into the conversation once the expert starts talking unless asked. This is very important. The expert is leading this person where they want them by asking the right questions. Happens all the time. Now, right? The brand new virtual care consultant says something and takes the doctor completely away from where I was trying to lead him. Shh, don't talk. Trust me on that. Trust me. Everything we're teaching is to help you get better results. Expert will lead prospect to make decision and give you the direction on what to do next. Did a call yesterday with somebody, and I said, okay, so-and-so, here's what I need you to do now. Make sure the doctor gets this and gets that, okay? Because I read the whole shot, and then let's reconvene with another three-way call. So I'd led the brand new virtual care consultant on what to do after the call. That's what we're talking about, giving them direction on what to do next. Goes so much smoother when you bring somebody else into your call. And closing. If your prospect is ready to get started, you be prepared. The expert's not going to sign up the doctor or sign up the new member. Remember, this could be for members too. I said, okay, make sure the person gets your link. Okay, make sure you follow up, but you need to be prepared to get this person started. If your prospect is not ready to get started, the expert will move them to the next event, to the next step, whatever that may be. Okay, but it's important for you to maintain positive contact. In other words, the money is in the follow-up. So guys, obviously I could take an hour and a half, 2 hours on that particular training. I could do that all day long. There's many different aspects to it, but let me share with you. Take advantage of it and you'll watch how you'll sponsor more people. If you get that person onto a three-way call using a third-party system, making sure they have the information needed before the call. In other words, the video, a webinar, whatever information they needed. The person's job is not to explain the business to them. They should already have a pretty good understanding of what's going to be talked about. Okay? So that's how you take advantage of the third-party system. So with that, I'm going to turn this call over to my beautiful bride. Where are you, Lisa? Unmute yourself. I think you're a co-host.
I'm in one of those little squares.
There you are. Look at you. How can you look so good at 8 in the morning?
Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. Okay. All right. So I could share my screen, right? When I'm ready, Jeff?
Yes, you got it.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I want to talk a couple things first. I've got some announcements. I want to recap. You know, when Jeff was doing that training, it took me back to when I got started in the industry, you know, coming up on 26 years ago. I love the fact that the people that brought me in, here I'm a stay-at-home mom, no business experience. My girls are 4 and 1. You know, to be honest with you, you know, my self-esteem wasn't the best. I'd been out of the world for a while, you know, having kids and, you know, all of a sudden I'm going to be going to these meetings and learning about how to build a business. You know, your self-esteem isn't where it needs to be. That built my confidence. So what Jeff is talking about is really important because, you know, you got gold in these people that are coming in. Those are like nuggets. And when you see a piece of gold in the beginning, what does it look like? It doesn't look like a piece of gold. It needs to be shined off. It needs to go through the process. You know, they say that a diamond becomes a diamond because of pressure, because of heat. They have to go through the learning curve. I really believe that, you know, when you really work with people and help them through this process, that's how they learn. When every three-way call that I got on, I learned more. I learned more. I saw the process work. I saw how the expert handled the objection. I saw how they postured themselves, how they asked questions. All of that for me was how I learned. And one of the things, you know, I've always heard is everybody's an expert 50 miles from home. If I would have got on the call as a little stay-at-home mom and tried to explain this big vision, they're going to be like this. Okay, what are you involved in now, Lisa? But when I started to insert the expert, the person who brought me into the business, which by the way, Dan Mays, if you're on the call, Dan Mays was the gentleman who brought Jeff and I into the industry of network marketing 26 years ago. I wore him out. He did three-way call after three-way call after three-way call because he saw something in me where I wanted to set him up. And so just know that is crucial. And by the way, set up the rules, you guys. I don't know if Jeff mentioned this. If someone wants to do a three-way call with me, I like them, and this is my rule. Find out the rule of the person you're working with. And by the way, the expert can be the person who got in the day before you did. It's leverage. It's someone else sharing the vision other than you. You understand how important that is? It could be, I got in on Monday and I bring in 3 or 4 people that week. I could start doing three-way calls for the people that I brought in because I'm just sharing with them what we're doing and the vision, right? Asking questions. And it's like a buddy system, you guys. It's a buddy system. But my rule of thumb is if someone's wanting a three-way call with me, is they're always going to ask the prospect, give me a couple times that work for you. I like a couple windows, either 12 to 2 or 4 to 5. Give me a couple windows that work. I'm going to circle back with Lisa. Let me tell you about Lisa. Then they're going to edify me. This is her background. You know, you gotta build up the person you're getting on the phone with, like Jeff talked about. She will give you 10 minutes. By the way, we're not going to stay on, if someone's an expert and they're like a rock star, they don't have time to stay on the phone for an hour. What's the message there? I have nothing else going on. This person will give you 10 minutes. So please make sure you're ready at this time. I'm going to find out what's going to work for Lisa. Give me a couple windows that work for you. I'll circle back with you and confirm what time we're on for. I want you to be ready. This is a big deal. She's getting on the phone with you. You see how you set that up? Make sure you have your ringer on, because when I call you, she's got 10 minutes. She's extremely busy. And she's giving us 10 minutes of her valuable time to share with you what we are doing. Okay? So now the person's like, okay, I'll be ready. What time? 3 o'clock? Okay. See what I'm saying? You got to set it up right. So that's a really important training. We all need to be better at three-way calls. I know some of you all like to do three-way calls after the prospect gets in to introduce your upline to the new person. It's kind of like a welcome call. That's another great tool to use. All right, so having said that, I got a little admin stuff to go over. When you bring your new person in, this is really important. I was on a call with support yesterday, and you know, we all have to keep tightening things up as we move into our new software, which is going to have all the bells and whistles. It's being built right now. A lot of money's been spent on this, you guys. You should see what's going on behind the scenes. This software is like the best in the industry. It's like unbelievable. But while this is being built, you guys all know what we're using now, right? It's just very basic. It's a way for us to track our lineage and pay our commissions. That's it, okay? But what I need you guys to do from now on is when you get someone started, they're gonna receive a welcome letter. It's automated. And it tells them to set up their PayPal account if they don't already have one. It's really important that their email for the PayPal account matches the email they set up when they enrolled as a VCC. Does that make sense? You have to have the same email. So if someone wants to go get a fancy email like carrymennow@gmail.com, that's the same email they're going to need when they set up their PayPal account. carrymennow@gmail.com. They need to match. Okay, there's some problems with commissions if the emails don't match. The other thing I want to point out is, you guys, we have a system. It's like I said, it's very basic. You're in at the beginning while we built the beautiful system, which is about, it could be sooner, but 60 to 90 days out. The fast start bonus, everybody on the call, you know that when you bring someone in for $399, you're either going to get paid 25%, and you all know who you are, or you're at 50%. So I'm either going to make $100 or I'm going to make $200. In your back office, some of you are calling the company like crazy and calling me like crazy. It's only reflecting the 20%, because that's how the back office is programmed. You guys understand? It's not going to be 20%. You will get your $100 if you're at 25%, and you will get your $200 if you're at 50%. It's done manually. It's done manually. We override that when we pay the commissions out. So disregard that when you see that in your back office, because that's how it's programmed, okay? Next thing I want to do is I want to share my screen. And share my screen. Okay. And I want to go straight over here to the Vegas contest. You everyone see this, Jeff? Thumbs up? Okay. Just to recap, we are having a Vegas contest. It's just a little fun trip to do in the middle of summer to kind of pop the excitement while we build. And we've got some big announcements coming this week that's really going to catapult. We're calling it, it's going to be huge. So you guys got to hold on while we put this together. It'll be announced either next Saturday or the Saturday after, but as soon as we can announce it, we're announcing it. But it's going to blow up in a good way. It's going to make it's really going to gain that momentum again that we want. But while we're building right now, you guys, everybody knows that we have a Vegas contest. It's going to be on the weekend is May. It goes from May 26th to July 12th. So it's a 6-week contest. It's based on points. So if you personally sponsor someone, you're getting 5 points. If anybody in your downline sponsors somebody, you're getting 1 point. The top 3 points are getting an all expenses paid trip to Vegas. You're going to be staying here at the Jeff and Lisa Casa home. We have, big house with furnished bedrooms. You'll love it here. I'm just saying you're staying here, and we're just going to have like a fun, big chill weekend. Dinner.
No, the bedrooms aren't furnished. You're going to be on a cot with no.
There's an outhouse out back, so everyone will have access to that. But you're going to have a good time. And this, more than anything, you guys, I always wanted to be around the heat. We're going to have a special training. It's going to be flying in that last weekend of July. And on Friday night, when everybody's arriving, we're going to have a welcome reception here at the house that we've decided to open up to anybody who's manager or above. It's just going to be a real fun party. And then those people who are manager or above, the next day when we have our special leadership training, you'll all be invited to that too. Now, you're not going to be invited to the special dinners, and we can't have you stay at the house, and it's on your ticket, okay? It's not being paid for, but I know we have people already that have bought their tickets because they want to be here that weekend, okay? So let's go to the contest results and show you who is where and what is happening. So let's pull this up. Oops, what did I just pull up? That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay, so let's go to the Vegas results as of June 16th. All right, guys, this is the points. Can y'all see this? Hands up?
No.
Okay, so I know I got to reshare it. Hang on, new share. Boom. Boom. Now you can see it, yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so points. Remember, if you personally sponsor someone, you get 5 points. If anybody in your downline sponsors somebody, you get 1 point. In the lead, Kenny and Francis Williams and Dr. James and Rebecca Batson with 27 points. Lisa Ricard, she's got 25 points. And this is a brand new VCC, virtual care consultant, who got in less than 2 weeks ago. And she's sponsoring people like crazy. Do you realize those 25 points she's accumulated are from personal sponsors? So you guys, you could get involved right now and be here and be one of the winners. Jocelyn De La Torre is number 3rd with 16 points. Dean Hibbs is right on her tail. Gus and Jan Fernandez, I was on the phone with them yesterday. They said they will be here. I know Sonia wants to be here with 13 points. Dan Mays, this guy is going right to the top. His 100% focus is on virtual care partners and being number 1. Fran Gatto, Melissa Wayne, you all see your names, Diana, B.W. Whitman, Brody. Now look at this little one, Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse is a top leader undercover. So we can't have names anymore. If anybody ever wants to have their name off the sheet, you need to contact me, because if you don't want your name mentioned, I'll make one up for you. So Minnie Mouse is at number 8. Walter Lewis, Jesse Dovich. Oh, here's another undercover leader. Snow White has 6 points. Isn't that cute? Jeff Hatcher, Jim Hayes. So everybody sees their names. G.O., Dr. Michael Carter, Tamara, Edward, Glenn, Christy, BJ. All of you guys see your names. I'm not going to read everybody, but this is where you all are in the contest to come to Las Vegas with Kenny, William, Kenny and Francis, William, Lisa, and Jocelyn, top 3. All right.
I want to make one point here.
All right.
And that is, you guys understand something about contest. Okay. The last week, you will have people put on 50 to 60 points.
Especially with what's coming.
70 to 80 points. There'll be people put on 100 points in the last week. So don't ever, ever, ever think you're out. Okay. Because that's what happens when you start doing the right things and you're building. Most volume comes in the last 3 days of a contest or any type of volume period. So
that's a great point, Jeff. When we closed out, you guys, that founder timeline, the volume was insane. I mean, we did more volume that day prior to the whole 6 weeks. Adding up those 6 weeks, we outdid the volume in 1 day. So this is where we are right now. The other thing I want to point out are the leads that we're dispersing for physicians. Does everybody see the new sheet I just put up here? We're keeping track. The company has done some marketing to some physicians in lead generations, and we're keeping track of who's going to have how many leads when we start to roll out this program. You got to be 50% qualified in the comp plan. That means you got your 2 either in 7 days or you got your 5 over any period of time. The people on this leaderboard right here, you all see this, are all 50% qualified. That means when they bring someone in for $399, they make $200. That's the first step. The second step is once you get your 2, you see here Kenny and Francis and Dr. James Batson have sponsored 19. We subtract 2 from that, and they're going to have 17 leads given to them. Now, I want to preface this with, there are no guarantees of how many conversion per practice. There's no guarantees of that doctor doing anything. He may decide not to once the process starts. But these are physicians who have contacted us with a sincere interest in putting the platform in their practice. And we will then train you on how to approach, how to call, how to implement, and how to get the biggest conversion possible. But you can see Gordon Turner and Shane Hendricks have 10. Fran Gatto's up to 9. Sonia, you have 8. Shaylisa, you guys see your names. Patricia Seaman, you got 4. Lisa Ricard, 2. Okay, you guys all see that? Now, all you guys have 1. And then see all these people right here that have 2? They have sponsored 2 people. They're 50% qualified. All you've got to do is bring 1 person in, and you have a doctor lead. So everybody here that has no doctors yet, no leads to follow up with, I would get busy, guys. I'd get busy. All right. So let me just kind of finish up with just some key things I want to talk about I'm going to stop the share. Okay. To kind of end this call and just kind of give you guys some snippets of what's happening. First of all, oh, one more thing. Member share. There were a lot of people that said in the initial phases, and this was a software technical issue we had to fix internally, that they weren't able to sign up for their membership. You all know that you get a membership with the company for 5 family members. One of the beautiful telehealth memberships where you have a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, when anybody signs up now, there's a link they click on to activate that. But there were people on this call that signed up in the beginning that have not had that membership activated yet. You all should have gotten an email. Let me go back up here to here. Right here, share my screen.
Some people are saying no, at least they haven't, but.
Well, you should have gotten an email. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta show you. If you didn't get an email, you need to contact me because everybody, I gotta move this little thingy. It looks like this. Do you guys see my screen? Okay. You have an email that landed on your desk. It's right here. Welcome Epic MD. As a member, you and your family have round-the-clock access to a US-based licensed physician for telephone and video consultations. To get started, please follow the link below to activate your account. This should have landed in your box. You see this button here? You click on it and you will activate your membership. Most of the people that didn't get this, you guys, were the ones that came in for $749. This all landed in your box on June 14th. Please check your junk mail. Please check your spam mail. If you see here, it says no reply at epicmd03.com. This is where it came from. And in the subject line, it says new benefit announcement. Activate your Epic MD account. Now, if any of you guys did not get this and it did not land in your box, go ahead and shoot support at Carrie.com an email and tell them that you did not get the email to activate your membership. Okay? Very important announcement. All right, that's exciting, right? That membership is beautiful, by the way. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so having said that, the resource library is going to continue to be updated with new tools, new trainings, and new tools. So let me tell you what's on the horizon, okay? We're going to be having a video, an orientation on that platform so that you can show people the demonstration of the membership. We're looking to have a video demo of the membership. We're looking to put together videos and demonstrations of the platform for Carrie, for the physicians. These are things that we're working on. And I know all of you have asked for this stuff. We're all hearing all of your requests. Just know they're coming sooner rather than later. You're going to see this stuff coming. More brochures that are on the horizon. I talked with support. You're going to have compensation at a glance. A lot of you guys want to have the compensation that you can show people. That's coming. Compensation videos. We're looking to put together presentations, new ones for the VCC. When you get on an opportunity presentation, by the way, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, these are opportunity presentations for people that want to build a business. They're for virtual care consultants. That's not what you put your doctors on who want to put the platform in their practice.
Hang on a second. Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Okay. Having said that, it's all about you determining what the person is looking for. On the last virtual care consultant opportunity call we did, there were 3 doctors on there because they're excited about building the network marketing piece. These guys they've already brought in 2 people. So understand that that person was set up correctly. They knew what they were getting on. You follow me? And there's some doctors you're not going to invite on that call because they're saying, hey man, let me see if I even want this in my practice. Well, you don't invite them on a multi-level marketing virtual care consultant opportunity presentation. You want to really scare them? Okay. But there's some people, right? Like Sonia brought me, there was a group of physicians. We did a call yesterday. They're all excited about building the virtual care consultant market.
That's right.
Set up correctly. So just
you got to make sure you know what calls you're leading people to. And having said that, we're going to have a virtual care doctor presentation only geared towards physicians, how the Carey platform works, and all the opportunities surrounding the doctor. Stay tuned.
That'll be announced.
We're going to blow your socks off. We're going to blow the top off this thing. That is coming in the next week to 2 weeks, and it will be a consistent presentation. We're going to have recorded ones, live ones. We're about to get busy, really, really, really busy. But if I were you on this call right now, you want to ask yourself, what does your army look like? How many virtual consultants do you have? Because that's about to start happening. Okay, I remember hearing from our CEO, Matt Wanderer. He said, we need boots on the ground. How many boots on the ground do you want servicing these physicians? You want a lot, okay? And then finally, I'm going to close with this. These are going to be some of the things and trainings that are coming up. Jeff and I used to do, they were called, when we were in our coffee business, coffee jazz mixers at our house. Sharing the presentation, sharing the opportunity, friendshipping. We've become a Zoom-orientated culture in network marketing and in this business. But I'm going to tell you right now, Jeff and I are going to lead with, as soon as we launch this new doctor presentation, we're going to start having physician events at our home. We're going to train on this. We're going to train on all of you. It could be at your office. Having an event at your home with some appetizers, some wine, having a presentation for the physicians to come to. We did this. We've done this. It's extremely, extremely effective.
We had 70 to 100 doctors sometimes at our social event, and they loved it. Doctors,
we had
they had
valet.
no fun. They would come because they wanted to get out of the practice.
You guys, we had valet outside parking the car. We had the bartender, the catered events. We took it to a whole nother level. But I'm going to tell you, with what we're about to do, we're going to have live Zoom doctor meetings. We're going to have recorded Zoom doctor meetings. We're going to teach people how to have physicians over to their home to share with them the platform. Nothing about network marketing. This is going to be about how a physician can use this platform to build their business, to build the telehealth platform in their practice, how to have freedom. Okay, we're calling it 12 months to freedom. We are going to have a whole campaign and a whole message around this. So just hold on. It's going to get real crazy real fast. I don't know if our CEO, no? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know, Lise. Is he on?
Let me see. No, I don't think so. He might have jumped off. But let me just tell you guys, it's about to get real crazy. We're very excited. And any closing comments, Jeff?
No, I think we gave him enough. You guys good? Right. Have a great weekend. Remember.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.